chapter is indices. Already we have learnt about these indices from 7th and 8th classes. In that we have learnt the laws of indices. I hope you all remember those laws. Those laws are very important, especially while solving these problems. So the laws which we have learnt in our previous classes, once I will just go through that, okay? So first law, a power m into a power n. Okay, so when the bases are equal, means same, and they are in a product, then a power m into a power n is equals to a power m plus n. Next, a power m by a power n means when they are in division, we will get a power m minus n. Okay, so next, so this is when m is greater than n. Suppose n is greater than m, then we will get 1 by a power n minus m like this. Okay, so next, a power n whole power n is equals to a power m into n. Next, ab whole power m is equals to a power m into b power n. A by b whole power m is equals to a power m by b power m. Next, a power 0 is equals to 1. So, these are the laws of indices which we have learnt in our previous classes. Okay. So now here means we have learnt about this integers or the whole numbers or natural numbers and integers. But here we are going to learn about the integers of a rational numbers. Rational numbers means which are in the form of p by q, means which will be in the form of fraction. Okay, so here you will learn about the indices of rational numbers. Okay, so rational numbers means which are in the form of p by q. So the power will be in the form of p by q here. Now for example, 4 power 2. What is the value of this 4 power 2? So the value of 4 power 2 is 16. Now I need the value of 4 power 3 by 2. So how to solve? Here you see we had the powers in terms of the integers or the natural numbers. But here the powers will be in the form of fractions, means rational numbers that might be either positive or negative. So we have to simplify this now. How do we simplify this? So here if we observe, we are having 4 power 3 by 2. Okay, so what we can write this? 4 power 3 whole power 1 by 2. Okay, so whole power 1 by 2 means we can write it as a square root. Okay, so square root of 4 power 1 by 4 cube whole power 1 by 2 means we can write it as square root of 4 cube. What is the 4 cube value? 4 cube value is 64. Okay, so square root of 64 is what? 8. So the value of 4 power 3 by 2 is 8. Okay, like that one more example we shall take. Minus 4 whole power 3 by 2. So now you see this minus 4 means minus is inside the bracket. Okay, so this power will also be applicable for that minus. So let us see whether do we get the value or not. Okay. See here, minus 4 power 3 whole power 1 by 2 means I am writing this as, see, a power mn is equals to, can we write a power m whole power n? Yes, according to the laws of indices we can write. So here is the form of 3 by 2. I am separating it. 4 power 3 as a 1 and whole power 1 by 2. Okay, so now you see, minus 4 cube. So what do we get? Minus 64 whole power 1 by 2. See, here it is negative. Negative means one positive, means when we find the product, in that product the factors will be one positive and one negative. Right? Now 64 in terms of square if we write, we will get 8 square. But here we are having minus. See, minus. See, if we find the square, if we write the square root of this minus 8 square means we cannot find, means it is not defined at all for the negative numbers. Square root of negative numbers we cannot find it. Of course it is not defined. Okay, so whenever we get the square root of a negative numbers, we cannot find the value of that. Though the square root of 8 square is 8. Square root of 8 square is 8. As it is negative, it is not defined. Okay, so if we get the negative under the root, then it is not defined. Okay, so this is how we will find the values in which the power is rational, means it is in the form of a fraction. Okay, so now shall we go with the exercise? So exercise I am starting now. Exercise 6. First main, evaluate. First one, that 125 whole power 1 by 3. See, here we are having whole power 1 by 3. So now here, as the denominator is in a cube, we have to check, can we make this base in terms of 3? So 125 if we take, we can write it in terms of cubes of 5. So 5 cube is 125. So 5 cube whole power 1 by 3. So by the law of a power m whole power n is equals to a power m into n, then we can write this as 5 cube into 1 by 3. So this 3 gets cancelled. Finally the remaining is 5. So 125 whole power 1 by 3 is 5. So this is how we simplify this type of indices. Okay. Next, second one. 8 power 2 by 3. So what we can write here? How can we solve this? See, this is cube, means 8 square whole power 1 by 3. So cube root of means this, see, if you write this 3 like this, it becomes 3 into root. Okay, so you have to write this in this root itself. See, in this root only you have to write. It means that it is cube root of some value. Okay, if you write it beside this root like this, this becomes 3 into root some value. So inside that root you have to write that 3. So that it means that it is cube root. Okay. So cube root of 8 square. 8 square means what we can write? 2 cube whole square. Right? So I can write this as 2 square whole cube. So here, or else what happens, no, instead of writing like this, means like a cube root, you can write directly like this. 2 cube whole square into 1 by 3, or else 2 cube into 2 cube whole power 2 by 3 as it is. So what happens? A power m whole power n. A power m into n. So what happens? 2 power 3 into 2 by 3. So these three gets cancelled. The remaining will be 2 power 2 is equals to 4. So the value of 8 power 2 by 3 is 4. So next, 1 by 5 whole power minus 2. So here you see, here the power is negative. So how do we write this negative one? See, here we have one formula like a by b whole power minus n means equals to b by a whole power n. Means you have learned in the laws of indices, a power minus n is equals to 1 by a power n. Right? Means this negative will be going to the denominator. Yeah. So in the same way, here what happens? A by b whole power minus n means this fraction becomes reciprocal. Means b by a whole power positive. The same thing will. Okay. So here you see 1 by 5 whole power minus 2. So what happens here? According to the law of a by b whole power minus n is equals to b by a whole power n. So according to that, what it happens? 1 by 5 whole power minus 2 is equals to 5 by 1 whole power 2. That is equals to 5 square is equals to 25. So the value of 1 by 5 whole power minus 2 is 25. Okay. Okay. So 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th are similar type of problems. You can try it on your own. So our next question is 8th one. 0.001 whole power minus 1 by 3. Okay. So here you see it is in a decimals. So in the fractions what we can write? It is 1 by 10 cube or else 1 by 1000. See, there are 3 decimals or digits after the decimal point. So it is 1 by 1000. 1 by 1000 whole power minus 1 by 3. So now I am writing this as 1 by 10 cube whole power minus 1 by 3. So according to this law, a by b whole power minus n, what we can write this? We can write this as 10 cube whole power 1 by 3. Okay. So 10 cube power 1 by 3 means a power m whole power n. A power m into n. So what happens? 10 power 3 into 1 by 3. It becomes 10. So the value of 0.001 whole power minus 1 by 3 is 10. Okay. So this is how we will find the indices values. This is how we simplify, in which the powers are in a rational, that too with a negative. Okay.